Hello and welcome to my Tarot Corner. Yesterday I saw this puff piece, this article that claimed that people in the Democrat Party are desperate enough to believe that Rachel Meghan Markle is their ticket for succeeding in the next election against Donald Trump. Which shows that, to my opinion, that people in America are really, really disappointed from what they have from Joe Biden, and desperate enough to believe that even someone like Meghan, whose credibility is being questionable all the time, is a better choice than a lot of other well-established Democrat politicians in order to fight Donald Trump. Seems like a little bit of a stunt in my opinion. But so I'm going to look into what is behind the fact that the Democrats are putting this out, because I do believe that the Democrats are putting this out for a reason. What are they trying to signal to the American people? And whether or not Meghan is a accomplice in that, or is it something that she hasn't approved? Let's say let's say it that way. So is she really thinking about it, or is it something that she's just willing to let them use her name in order to push this narrative of a major change in their policy, in the way that they are taking things? So today I'm using two pocket-size decks. This is the Dreaming Cat Tarot, and I just wanted to show you something. This is a Welsh love spoon. I saw it on one of Yankee Wally's YouTube videos. I looked for one for a long time. Then when I found this, it took a long time to get it. By the time it arrived, Yankee Wally was not on YouTube anymore. But I feel it's like this message that if I did get it, it means that Yankee Wally might be coming back, I hope. And I am supporting Avid Gardner in every one of her endeavors to try and convince YouTube to give Yankee Wally her channel. So I urge you to go to Avid Gardner's YouTube channel and support her causes as well. So I'm starting with, first of all, saying my disclaimer. This is a tarot reading. It is vibrational. It is open to interpretation. It exists as assumptions and speculation, and as such may or may not be true. So please do your own research and decide for yourselves. Okay, so let's clear the deck. And I need to be very careful on how I ask the question here. So let's start with clearing the deck. Okay, so what are the motives behind the Democrat Party putting out information that they would rather have Rachel Meghan Markle as their presidential candidate for the next elections? What are the motives? What is the hidden truth behind that? And did Meghan approve of that, or is it something that was done without asking her to approve? What are the motives behind having a newspaper print that the Democrats are desperate enough to have Rachel Meghan Markle? Hi, Ozzy. She's afraid of the fire. She wanted to come here. את רוצה לבוא לפה? בואי. 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 בואי מתוקה. בואי. Okay. So, sorry. So what are the motives? What is the truth behind the news articles that claim the Democrats are desperate enough to have Meghan Markle as their candidate for the next presidential elections against Donald Trump? Okay, so the first card will tell us the basis of these articles. What is the basis of getting those articles out on the public domain? And the card that I'm getting is the Fool. Okay, so the Fool is a card of freedom. Freedom has no restriction. This is about taking risks without obligation. This is even about a reckless endeavor and hasty endeavor. And this is about beginnings without endings. This is a card that usually is, and this is, I'm talking about the psychological interpretation. I will then get to the intuition. Yesterday I had in my master's tarot lesson, a whole lesson about tapping into the intuition. And once again, this is about taking a risk. So all of this puff piece, all of this information that came out, it's about taking some kind of risk, trying to test the waters. This is a card of someone who is really agitated. So I do believe that this card shows us that the Democrats are agitated, they are worried, they don't know what to do. This card shows need for change. So they know that they need a change. They need to show the American people that they are changing things from the core. And this card shows us they are frustrated. They are actually being able to burn bridges behind them. They are ignoring obstacles. They are ignoring reality. They don't see that, or they are ignoring the fact that Meghan is not the person to endorse changes in the Democrat Party. She's not the one that they can build upon and convince the people that they are changing since they are taking her as a candidate. Now I'm trying to tap into the intuition. Now all of this theme of this deck is about celebration. It's about some kind of a birthday party. So, and this is some kind of, if we're looking at the one thing that jumped to my eyes was the soap bubbles. And this is something that gives you this air of a dream world, something that is not exactly tapped into reality. And according to my teacher, when you're looking at a reading or at a single card, you need to see what are the first thing that jumps into your eye, and try to see what does your intuition tells you, and see if it supports what you are trying to see in that reading, and if it helps helping the questions, the questionnaire. And in this instance, the soap bubbles are giving me this air of a dream world, something that is not realistic. And in my opinion, this only enforces the feeling that I have that all of this is not based on reality. So this is the first card, the basis of it whole. And the next card is what do they really want? What is their wish? And that I'm talking about the Democrats. And what I'm getting here is the Seven of Wands. So first of all, they want to be able to focus on the important things and to put aside the trivial ones. This is what the Seven of Wands is all about when we're talking about the psychological interpretation of this card. And once again, this is about being focused. This is about being able to focus on the important things. This is a card of someone who has trouble doing that, because of that is why it came up. And it is a card of mistakes, of someone who is confused, of someone who is not concentrating, someone who is getting lost in details. So, and this is also a card of ego. So, and we're looking at the wishes. They would want to be able to concentrate on the most important things, to leave the trivial things aside, to be able to show the American people that they are concentrating on the important things, that they are giving attention to the most important things. Saying that they want Meghan Markle as their candidate is not helping them. It only shows us that they are lost in details, that they are making mistakes. So this card shows how much they want that, and how difficult it is for them. And in this card, I cannot say that I have something specific that jumped to my eyes. So only when I do have something like that, I will tell you. And the next card is, what is it helpful for them? Is it helping them in trying to convince the people, the American people, that they are going to try and tap into changes? And the answer is no. The answer is no. And why not? Because, as you can see, this is a card of someone who is not seeing reality as it is. And because of that, he's making all of the wrong choices. So going out to the media and telling them that they want Meghan Markle as their candidate is really something that is just going against what they really want. This is something that just shows us that they don't see reality as it is. They are unable to cope with reality. And this card is showing us the tendency to go into rivalries and fights. And this is a card of people that are depressed, that are desperate, and also are reluctant to face problem. And this card actually badly aspects all the cards that came before and later on. But once again, what is jumping to me from this card is the moon here. And the moon is always the mother in tarot. And I have this feeling that they have the feeling that having a mother as a candidate is something that might be helpful to them, but they really unable to see reality. And this is a big mistake which they cannot understand. So what is the challenge, or what are the challenges that they are facing? And what I'm getting here is the moon. Well, that is a difficult card, even without being in the challenge position. The moon is not such a great card. This is a card of someone who is having problems, someone who is in need for mental health therapy. And this challenge here shows us that they are unable to get out of the comfort zone. The moon card is a card that is telling them that if they want to be able to go through those two pillars and they want to be out of this pond, they need to get out of the comfort zone. This is a card of depression, distress. This is also a card of confusion and the fear to take initiative, procrastinating, unstableness. This is another card of a mother and problems with a mother. So, but when we're looking at this card, as the obstacles. It shows us how difficult it is for them to concentrate. And this is the main thing that I'm taking from this card, because this card is telling them that is a card that shows that they need to concentrate. And now we get that in the moon in the obstacle position, which shows us only how difficult it is for them, how really distressed they are, how confused they are, and how unable they are to get out of this depression, out of this anxiety and despair. Okay, so what can we see for the outcome? And the outcome for the Democrats is the Six of Swords. Okay, so the Six of Swords is a card of vacation. Now, where we're talking about succeeding in elections, and we get the Six of Swords, it tells me that they will probably have to go out to a vacation, at least for 4 years, that they are not going to be able to succeed in the next election, at least not as it looks right now, not as the energies are right now. This is a card of someone who is going away, someone who is having a problem in facing problems. And as I was saying, all sixes are cards of second chances. The Six of Swords shows that they will not get a second chance, and having Meghan as their poster face is not going to help them. It's on the contrary, it's going to get them into a worse position. So this is what we can see for the outcome, and I don't think that they are going to succeed having Meghan as a candidate. And I'm going to take the underlying energy to see whether or not Meghan is into that. Is it something that she approved? And what I'm getting here is the Six of Cups. So that is a yes for this question. Once again, this is a message card. This is another six. So this is a card of second chances, as I said before. And the Six of Cups is a card that shows that Meghan believes that being a candidate, this is something that will help her or will help the Democrats, that this will ignite the feelings of people about childhood, about nostalgia. She really thinks that she can help tap people into that. She is completely not seeing reality, and she believes that her as the poster child, as the person that is on the Democrat Party's candidacy for the presidency is something that is going to help the Democrat Party. So this card shows that she thinks that it will help her rectify the errors of the past. It will help Americans tap into their nostalgic feelings. This is what she really believes. She doesn't see reality as it is. She doesn't see that people just don't believe her. And she really believes that this is a card that this is for her getting out of the comfort zone, and it will allow her to have a second chance. So that's the tarot. And the oracle deck is the Fairy Oracle, and I have the book here near me, so because these cards are not easy to understand. So this message is for the Democrat Party. What does the oracle trying to tell them in regard to having Meghan as their candidate for the elections? So let's see what we get. Okay, so clearing the deck. Okay, so message for the Democrat Party on trying to get Meghan Markle as their candidate for the next election. What is the message for the Democrat Party when they try to make Meghan their candidate for the next elections? Okay, so the card that I am getting is the Penelope Dream Weaver. No, yeah? I think so. Okay, let me open the book and see what it means. Okay, so this is Penelope, the Dream Weaver, and this is about inspiration, about magical dreams. It's about visions. So it is about having some kind of artistic inspiration, and I believe that this was a part of why they decided to use Meghan Markle in this puff piece about having her as a candidate. But this card is telling us two things. First, it says that they need to seek visions and inspiration and be very aware that it's sometimes subtle and needs close attention. It also tells them that they might feel that their creative expression is blocked or even dead, and they are trying too hard, working too hard. So all of this trying to convince the world that they are trying to change by getting Meghan as their candidate is way too much of a trying. It's like a dream weaver that weaves the wrong dream. Okay, so this is it for this reading. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.